Have you ever looked back on a moment in your life and wondered, what if things had gone differently? Maybe you lost an opportunity, went through a painful experience, or faced an unexpected challenge that changed everything. At that moment, it might have felt unfair, random, or even cruel. But what if it was all part of something bigger? What if life's twists and turns are leading you exactly where you need to be? This is where the idea that everything happens for a reason comes into play. But is that really true? Or is it just something we tell ourselves to make sense of the chaos? Let's find out. Let me share a fascinating story with you. Once upon a time, there was a farmer who lived in a quiet village. One day, his only horse ran away. His neighbors came rushing to console him, saying, "What terrible luck!" But the farmer simply replied, "Who's to say what's good or bad?" A few days later, the horse returned, bringing with it a group of wild horses. The villagers now exclaimed, "What amazing fortune!" But again, the farmer said, "Who's to say what's good or bad?" Soon after, the farmer's son was thrown off one of the wild horses and broke his leg. The villagers pitied him, saying, "What misfortune!" But the farmer remained calm and said, "Who's to say what's good or bad?" Not long after, a war broke out, and all the able-bodied young men were called to fight. Many of them never returned. But the farmer's son, because of his broken leg, was spared. This story is a perfect example of how life's events are never as simple as they seem. What feels like a setback today could be the very thing that saves you tomorrow. Real-life examples of hidden blessings. Think about some real-life situations where a seemingly negative event turned into something positive. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, the company he co-founded. At the time, it seemed like a devastating failure. But in hindsight, he credited that setback for giving him the freedom to explore new ideas, which eventually led to the creation of Pixar and his return to Apple with a fresh perspective that revolutionized the company. J.K. Rowling faced rejection from multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global sensation. At the time, those rejections felt like insurmountable obstacles. But had she given up, the world would have missed out on one of the most beloved stories ever written. A personal example. Maybe you missed a flight and were frustrated, only to later find out that the plane encountered severe turbulence or was delayed for hours. What seemed like bad luck in the moment actually saved you from unnecessary stress or danger. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first television job as a news anchor. Devastated at the time, she later found her true calling in talk shows, which allowed her to connect with people on a much deeper level. That failure became the catalyst for her legendary career. Thomas Edison was told by his teachers that he was too stupid to learn anything. Despite facing countless failures, he persevered and eventually invented the light bulb, proving that setbacks are often stepping stones to success. A personal example. Maybe you missed a flight and were frustrated, only to later find out that the plane encountered severe turbulence or was delayed for hours. What seemed like bad luck in the moment actually saved you from unnecessary stress or danger. The hidden pattern in life. When we go through struggles, it's easy to believe that life is unfair. But what if those challenges are actually redirecting you towards something greater? Think about it. The job you didn't get led you to a career that fulfilled you even more. The relationship that ended allowed you to grow into the person you were meant to become? The failure that crushed you taught you a lesson that later became your greatest strength. At the time, these experiences might have felt like mistakes or misfortunes, but looking back, they were stepping stones toward something better. Is it destiny or perspective? So, does everything really happen for a reason? Or do we simply assign meaning to events after they happen? The truth might lie somewhere in between. Some believe in fate, the idea that everything in our lives is already planned. Others believe in free will, that we have the power to shape our own destiny. But what if it's a mix of both? Imagine your life as a book. The pages are blank, and you get to write the story. But every choice, every event, every challenge acts like an unseen force guiding you in ways you may not realize until later. The power of trusting the process. Here's the key takeaway. You don't always need to understand why something is happening in the moment. Life unfolds in ways that often don't make sense until we connect the dots looking backward. So the next time you find yourself questioning why something is happening, remember, you are exactly where you need to be right now. Challenges often disguise themselves as opportunities. The story isn't over yet. You're still writing it. Instead of resisting life's changes, embrace them. Trust that every twist and turn is leading you somewhere meaningful. Because in the end, whether everything happens for a reason or not, what truly matters is the meaning you choose to give it. How to find meaning in life's challenges. 1. Shift your perspective. Every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What can I learn from this?" By shifting your perspective, you take control of your narrative instead of letting life's uncertainties dictate your emotions. 2. Let go of the need for immediate answers. We often want to understand why things happen right away, but sometimes meaning only becomes clear with time. Patience allows us to see the bigger picture, even when it's not immediately obvious. 3. Take action based on what you can control. You may not be able to control every event in your life, but you can always control how you react. Focus on your growth, resilience, and the lessons you take from each experience. 4. Stay open to possibilities. Sometimes the best opportunities come from unexpected changes. By staying open to new possibilities, you allow life to surprise you in ways you never imagined. 5. Trust the journey. Even when things seem uncertain, trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Every setback, every heartbreak, every moment of doubt is shaping you into the person you're meant to be. The spiritual perspective. Finding deeper meaning. 1. The concept of divine timing. Many spiritual traditions believe that everything happens according to a divine plan. What seems like a delay or a setback could actually be the universe aligning things perfectly for you. When one door closes, another one opens, often leading to something even better. 2. The law of karma and soul lessons. In Hinduism and Buddhism, the law of karma suggests that our past actions, whether in this life or a previous one, shape our current experiences. Challenges may arise as opportunities for soul growth and spiritual evolution. Rather than seeing difficulties as punishments, consider them lessons designed to help you grow into the best version of yourself. 3. Intuition and inner guidance. Ever had a gut feeling that something was meant to be? Many believe this is your soul or higher self guiding you. Learning to listen to your intuition can help you trust life's process and navigate challenges with a sense of peace and purpose. 4. The connection between surrender and miracles. When you let go of the need to control everything, you create space for miracles to unfold. Many spiritual teachings encourage surrender, trusting in a higher power, the universe, or divine intelligence, knowing that you are being guided toward your highest good. How to apply this to your life? Today, 1. Reflect on your past challenges. Take a moment to think about a difficult time in your life that eventually led to something positive. Write it down and remind yourself that setbacks are often setups for something greater. 2. Practice gratitude. Daily, even when things don't go as planned, find something to be grateful for. Shifting your mindset to gratitude can help you see the hidden blessings in every situation. 3. Keep moving forward. No matter what happens, don't let setbacks define you. Learn, grow, and keep moving forward with faith that everything is unfolding just as it should. 4. Be open to unexpected opportunities. Sometimes, the best things in life come from the most unexpected places. Stay open to new possibilities, even when life takes you in a direction you never planned. 5. Help others see the bigger picture. Encourage those around you who may be struggling to see that their current difficulties might just be setting them up for something greater. Your words of wisdom might be exactly what they need to hear. Your life is a masterpiece in progress. If you knew that every experience, every joy, every sorrow, every failure was contributing to a masterpiece in progress, how would you live differently? Would you embrace change instead of resisting it? Would you trust the process instead of fearing the unknown? That's the power of perspective. That's the gift of understanding that life is happening for you, not to you. Share your story. I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a moment where something that seemed bad at first turned out to be a hidden blessing? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience might inspire someone else who's going through a tough time right now. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share it with someone who might need this message today. Let's keep spreading positivity and helping each other see the bigger picture.